What is up, everybody? It's your boy here today. So it appears that the Yakuza series going forward will now be going to turn-based RPG style combat with the success of the last game, like a Yakuza Like a Dragon, which that game I definitely enjoyed, but I definitely I paused the game once I ran into a boss where he was like pretty much like one shot of my character. So it's like this is definitely a part of the story where you have one of your teammates. He kind of betrays you. He's on the other side of the enemy's forces. And then if you play the game, it's like this one boss fight we just like KOs. This guy's super strong. The group of people you fight against is super strong. They just one shot your whole team. Each teamer they just one. They have the possibility of just one shot your team. So yeah, that point of the game, it kind of maybe not want to play the game at that point. But I'm gonna go back to it at one point. But taking a little break from the series, taking a break from that game for a while. But the game, I did like the RPG, I did like the turn-based combat in that game though, so I did enjoy it. So if the future games are going that route, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I think they're just gonna keep the action-based combat, like the action-packed combat with the Judgment series, because they just released a sequel called Lost Judgment to the Judgment game that came out. See, I think that's going to go with it for right now. But let's see what people are thinking about this transition of combat styles. He says Yakuza 7 was the best Dragon Quest game I've ever played. What? I think he got something confused there. Yeah, I'm a big Dragon Quest fan. Okay. That's the reason I didn't even bother with the newest game. I played through 4 of the games. Guess I'll finish with 6 and be done. Oh, okay. This guy says they don't even like that. They don't like that idea of the combat switching. They like the old style Yakuza gameplay better. 7 is one of the best games in the series. You are missing out because of the stubbornness to not even try something new. Okay. Nope. Should have made Judgment the turn-based RPG. Yakuza gameplay was good the way it was. I do like the classic Yakuza gameplay style as well too, but it's like Judgment was fun. Like I'm cool with turn-based RPGs, so it's like either way I'm cool with it, to be honest. Now Curious Story is done with 6. This is Ichiban's turn now, and I bet you started at 0 while you don't have series fatigue. You just got to play all the 16 games. 16 games, jeez. I guess with all the spin-offs, so that's 16. So, well, that sucks. Turn-based has always been an antiquated mechanic. Companies keep trying to find new ways to liven it up and introducing new gimmicks to make it faster and less tedious. Turn-based combat even relies on auto mode because of the boring, repetitive nature of the combats. Let's see. Turn-based is not antiquated, and that mentality is a disease among game developers these days, like Square. I hated the separation because of it. More games are real-time, some are turn-based. One isn't modern or superior, just a different person. I personally prefer turn-based RPGs. Yeah, there's still some pretty good turn-based RPGs, like Persona series. Those games are great. Still got Pokemon has been turn-based for the longest. Yeah, there's a lot of good turn-based games, so I don't think it's outdated whatsoever. I don't have a problem with it, but they probably shouldn't have done that. I don't know. I'm a long-time Yakuza fan. I think this approach is perfect. Ichiban personality fits turn-based RPG style perfectly, and having a side series with the classic gameplay is perfect. No, I'm not a fan of it. I like the action-based gameplay from the series. Not sure this is a smart decision by them. Yeah, it is kind of like weird because you have a fan base who was they were fans because of how you did your combat before, but now you're just gonna completely change it for the newer games. I don't know. It is kind of alienated the fan base to your games. Let's see. Anti-turn-based RPG gamers are wild, man. Most won't even try it. They are like the kid who says he doesn't like a certain food and has never eaten it. I love turn-based RPGs, but I don't want turn-based Yakuza for the same reason I don't want RTS Persona. That's not what the series is. That's not what I came for. Yeah, I see what people are saying that statement too, because it's kind of like you grew up with the series being one thing, and then they just completely changed it. That's like how Resident Evil is. Like it was completely third person on all the other games, and all of a sudden just make it be first person. And I still gotta say, I don't like the first person Resident Evil, man. I don't like it whatsoever. It's like I'm playing the newest game, Village. I'm enjoying it so far, but it's kind of like I kind of wish they went back to third person, to be honest. And this, boy, is how you split your fan base. Not really. They said they're gonna trash the idea because 7 didn't do well. Not only did it sell well, but it's critically one of the best reviewed games in the series, only behind Zero and Kiwami 2. I guess this is where I check out of the series. I love the rest of the series, but turn-based has always been a big turnoff for me. Yeah, so you got diehard fans, the people who are fans since the game was created are leaving the series now because it's turn based. Add fast forward to the turn based combat or something. I really felt like the balance system was kind of busted, and the fight could sometimes take ages without a real interesting tactical decision. Yeah, it's like you fight the same enemies over and over again. They do need to have like an auto. I guess they did have auto combat, but it was kind of like you use like some of your moves that cost the MP more frequently. So I don't know. I guess they could do it better with the auto combat. Is what I'm trying to say. They can make the auto combat more improved. The real time combat was always my least favorite part of the Yakuza games. Wait, what? Okay, that's an interesting take right there. I really hated any fight movements, felt so outdated and generic. In my opinion, 7 games of that, no thanks. So 7 combats were a fresh breath of fresh air, and I'm happy for it. I'm happy for more, at least for the rest of the storyline. Okay. It's funny as hell. This is the exact opposite of some people's reaction to this. Down to fight in real time combat antiquated. Why though? Kiryu was old Yakuza brawling. Each brawler is turn based, so why not? Next protagonist can turn the series into a card game if they want. A card game battle system. I don't know about that. So I'll call it the deep end with that one. I'm personally am all for it. The brawler style combat really fits Kiryu's personality, but Ichiban is a playful nerd, so I think turn-based works well for how he kind of views everything like a game. I definitely understand why this would disappoint a lot of people, though. While I personally extremely hate this change, this only just means I have to wait out the games until someone comes back to return to its brawler roots, hopefully with a more fleshed out brawling style. I just hope he'll treat the series right. In the meantime, have fun. Well, if they keep releasing the Judgment games like pretty like consistent, like every few years, or every other year, probably every 3 years or something like that. I don't think people are really gonna complain that much because you have the traditional brawler style games with the Judgment series, but the Yakuza games are gonna be turn based. So yeah, turn based is boring, no skill required. Yakuza with Kiryu need a skill at least. Definitely not picking the new ones day one. You have no idea how turn based games work if you think they require no skill. Some Yakuza fans right now, he's like threw the chair over. Okay. Good. Yakuza 7 is the GOAT. Okay. Persona 5, Kiwami. Yeah, a lot of people are upset about this change. Some people are happy. It's just like, it's just personal preference on what you prefer. But yeah, I can definitely see a lot of people who are diehard fans of the Yakuza series from the beginning. They're getting upset now because this new game doesn't allow you to do the traditional combat. So I kind of see how people are upset about this. So yeah, so just gonna see how it plays out. Whether the new game does really well, does extremely well, like the Yakuza 7 did. Their next sequel does well. Who knows? But or maybe Judgment, or maybe that Judgment game, the Lost Judgment might do extremely well too because that's gonna be the only game that series is gonna be the one that's gonna be the brawler type series. So who knows? This depends on I guess how the game sells. It's gonna see how what terms of the future. But that concludes this video right here. Definitely see your thoughts about this down below. Leave a like if you like this video, and as always, thanks for watching and peace.